We also model workforce development requirements in terms of skills, education, and experience. So this is an example for education requirements. And so we find that about 30% of the energy workforce will require a bachelor's degree or higher, with a similar distribution of requirements across our different net zero scenarios.
Your analysis of employment clearly has caught people's attention. Joe Stanford of the Volpe staff also says, great presentation. One of the most compelling parts for him is the discussion of employment changes. There are clear advantages in the aggregate to pursuing net zero futures, but this may also be a classic case of widely diffused uncertain benefits contrasted with highly concentrated, very certain harm. Have you encountered any good ideas for how to address this challenge, how to marshal enough support for the promising future, overcome the near-term resistance to change?
Mm-hmm. And so on the modeling side, very much what our efforts are focused on and like far beyond what was presented here, and in the Net Zero America project, our efforts are to like understand the factors that influence where infrastructure is built, why it's sited in a certain place, the employment effects, and how do you try to complement potential declines, concentrated declines or negative employment or broader local economic effects in areas with counteracting it with other types of employment and looking at different policy designs. For example, deploying or building manufacturing facilities to the extent that communities want to host that type of infrastructure in places where you have historical coal mining, or looking at complementarities between the spatial complementarities and also at an occupation level between your declining labor workforces and your increasing workforces. So, for example, declining oil and natural gas industry or workforces can be employed in hydrogen related jobs or CO2 related jobs, and finding those complementarities over time and how the policies that you can design to allow for that to happen. Yeah.